Om Gananahan Tva Ganapatigum Havamahe Kavim Kavinam Upamashravastamam Jeshtarajam Brahmanam Brahmanaspadana Shunmannudipisi Dasadanam Om Shri Mahaganapataye Namaha Shruti Spruti Purananam Alayam Karunalayam Namami Bhagavad Pada Shankaram Loka Shankaram Sadashiva Samarambam Shankara Acharya Madhyamam Asmadacharya Parjanta Bande Shri Guru Parampara Om Shri Shankaracharya Swami Namaha Om Sahana Bhavato Sahano Bhunakto Sahavirjam Karavavahai Tejaspinavati Tamastu Ma Vidvishavahai Om Shanti 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 Harihi Om Shri Gurubhyo Namaha Harihi Om. So now we'll be starting the second chapter of Bhagavad Gita. The second chapter is called as Sankhya Yoga. And Sankhya Yoga is the topic of knowledge. I told you yoga means a topic. A topic that is going to be covered in Sankhya Yoga is predominantly on knowledge. Knowledge means what is the knowledge that we are going to talk about in Sankhya Yoga is Adhyatma Vidya, which is knowledge, Adhyatma Vidya, the knowledge of the self. The knowledge of the self is the same as the knowledge of the Brahman, because Brahman and self is all same. So this is the knowledge that Lord Krishna is going to provide to Arjuna in the second chapter, knowledge of the self. And another thing is that up to almost the 10 slokas of the second chapter, there's going to be still some more context setting and the reason why Arjuna does not want to take up the war. And only from the 11th chapter, actually, Lord Krishna starts the Bhagavad Gita. So, as I told you earlier, also, the actual Bhagavad Gita, the kind of advice that is given to Arjuna by Lord Krishna, starts from the 11th sloka only. Bhagavan Uvacha will come there, and that is a time when he is going to start actually advising and giving the Upadesham to Arjuna. The other thing is that though this chapter is called chapter on knowledge, topic of knowledge, you will find that we will also have a substantial amount of karma yoga discussed in this chapter. But this is called as knowledge, topic of knowledge, because the flavor of this particular chapter is on knowledge. And up to 30th sloka also, we have discussions on the knowledge, that is the Adhyatma Vidya. And then subsequent to that, there will be a lot more of things to be discussed about Karma Yoga also. And that lays the foundation for the chapter number 3, which is going to be Karma Yoga. Okay, so as I told you, this chapter is the topic of this chapter is knowledge, and knowledge is Adhyatma Vidya. Okay, and then just to give a small brief on that, in the chapter 13, it is called Kshetrajna Vibhaga Yoga. Okay, that's called understanding the difference between Kshetra and Kshetrajna. Kshetra is the place of dwelling, like a house is a Kshetra. A place is called Kshetra. Kshetrajna is the person who knows the Kshetra. Okay, so that is the 13th chapter which we'll be discussing in detail. I just thought it will be appropriate to take the first 2 slokas of that particular chapter, not in elaborate manner, but I'll just chant that and tell you what does the first 2 slokas of chapter 13 says. As I told you, it's called Kshetrajna Vibhaga Yoga. Discrimination between Kshetra and Kshetrajna. The knower and the known. Kshetra is known. The knower is a Kshetrajna. So in that he says that, Lord Krishna says, Idam Shariram Kaunteya Kshetramit Abhidiyate. He says, this is the Shariram. This is called the Kshetra. Etat Yoveti Tatva. Etat Yoveti Tam Prahuhu. Kshetrajna it Abhidiyate. The one who knows that this is the Kshetra, the one who knows is the Kshetrajnan. That's what he says. Then the second sloka he says, Kshetrajnam chapi mam vidhi sarva kshetreshu bharata. He says, Kshetrajna, the knower in each and every individual, mam vidhi, understand it is that me. Lord says, The Kshetrajna in every individual is me. Kshetrajnam chapi mam vidhi sarvakshetreshu bharata. In all the kshetras, the indweller is me. That's what he says. And he is a kshetrajna. And kshetrajnayo jnanam yatta jnanam matam mama. He says, understanding the knower and the known, and understanding the knower is the only knowledge that you have. So the knowledge, what we are going to talk about second chapter, is that knowledge, and that knowledge is Adhyatma Vidya, and knowing that you know everything in the world. So he says that the Kshetrajna in every individual or every sentient things in the whole universe is me. Kshetrajnam chapi mam vidhi sarva kshetreshu bharata. In all the kshetras, the indweller is me. And the one who understands this, he is the one who is a kshetrajna, and that knowledge of kshetrajnam is the only knowledge that is very, very important. That is the overarching knowledge that is required by anybody. So we are now going to talk about that knowledge. Is it okay now, or it was slightly going bonkers?
No, sir. Okay, sir.
Sir,
Yeah.
one minute.
Yes.
No, it's fine, sir.
Okay. Yeah.
One small.
Right.
Can I just?
Yeah, please.
Kshetragyam, we say Kshetram means Edam or a place, something we.
Yeah, anything. Like the body is a kshetra,
Okay.
and I am invader of the kshetra, kshetrajnan. I know that this is my body. Kurukshetra. Okay. Ayodhya is a punya kshetra, place. So body is also a place. And there is some andaryami is there. That andaryami is residing in this body. And that andaryami knows that this is a kshetram, and he knows that, and he is a kshetrajna. He knows about the kshetram. And so knowing the kshetrajna, that is the indweller, is the knowledge. And God says, Lord Krishna says, I am the kshetrajna in sarva kshetreshu. In all the kshetras, the indweller is me. Kshetrajnam chapi mam vidhi sarva kshetreshu bharata. He says that. I'm jumping into the next 12 chapters. I'm talking about 13th chapter. But I just thought I should put this thing in the mind of you as we start discussing on certain things in the second chapter. And don't get into any big confusion about this. Just accept it now for the time being, because we are going to do a lot more things in every shloka. We'll understand something. That is the way we'll proceed. Okay?
Me means Lord Krishna.
Yeah. Mam vidhi. Sarva kshetreshu.
Okay.
Mam vidhi. Every shatra, I am the person. Mam.
Lord Krishna.
Yeah,
not
Bhagavan Uvacha.
Okay.
Bhagavan says, I am the one who is indweller in every place. Every kshetra.
Thank you, sir.
Okay, we'll come to that. I do not want to jump everything, but I want to tell you that this chapter is on knowledge. Knowledge is of the Adhyatma Vidya. And it's a very, very tough knowledge, because people say it takes many janmas to understand Adhyatma. It is not that just by reading 20 slokas we can understand that. These 20 slokas will give us some idea about it. And then the subsequent karma yoga, jnana yoga, all those kinds of things will tell you what all the kinds of tools that you have with which you will be able to understand your Adhyatma Vidya, get your Adhyatma Vidya. Okay. At the end of the day, there is a lot of things that we need to do in terms of understanding the Adhyatma, Antaryami. Okay. But he is only telling all these things. But because I do not want this to be a very, very highly loaded topic, I thought I'll just start off this with some level of basic understanding. Because last few classes also I told you about known and knower. I was trying to continuously put a kind of thought process in you about know. If you know something, then you are not that thing. Anything known to you is not you. We just talked about all those kinds of things, right? Then we also started talking about the witness consciousness, which was discussed in the case of Mandukya Upanishad in 3 states. Who is that witness consciousness? Who is aware of the waking state, who is aware of the dream state, who is aware of the sleep state, everything we discuss. These are all just to give a kind of understanding that we may have to now, as we start learning Bhagavad Gita, we have to slightly start discerning that this body is different and I am different. That kind of, at least the thought is required so that it will be easy for us to build up the further knowledge. Okay? Yeah, we'll start.
Rajalakshmi Bagini.
Namaskaram. Om Shri Paramatmane Namaha. You can chant only once.
Okay. Om Shri Paramatmane Namaha.
Atha Dvitiyodhyayah.
Atha Dvitiyodhyayah. Atha
Yeah, okay, go ahead.
Atha Dvitiyodhyayah.
Sankhya Yogah.
Sankhya Yogah. Sankhya Yogah.
So the name of this particular chapter is Sankhya Yoga, or topic of knowledge. The topic of this chapter is going to be knowledge. Yoga, as I told you, is also a topic. In some places, it can also be a means for getting something. So when you say Karma Yoga is a mean by which we'll be able to attain something. Jnana Yoga may be a mean, but it's a topic also. Okay. So now in this particular case, Sankhya Yoga, you can take a topic on knowledge. Okay. We'll now go to the Shloka.
Sanchaya Uvacha.
You're not started, no? Menu is on the call.
Yeah.
This is
We are into
Rajalakshmi.
chant this. Yeah, we are into chant this.
Rajalakshmi.
Yeah. For the benefit of everybody, we'll learn it in the same way that we are learning. And then we can all chant. Sanjaya Uvacha.
Sanjaya Uvacha. Sanjaya Uvacha.
Tantata Kripaya Vishtam.
Tantata Kripaya Vishtam. Tantata Kripaya Vishtam.
Ashru.
Ashru.
Ashru. Purna.
Purna.
Akuleksham.
Akulekshanam. Akulekshanam.
Ashru Purna Kulekshanam.
Ashupurnakulekshanam. Ashupurnakulekshanam.
In fact, you should be told as Ashru Purna Akula Ikshanam. Ashru Purna Akula Ikshanam. So Akula Ikshanam becomes Akulekshanam. Purna Akula Ikshanam becomes Purna Kulekshanam. Ashru Purna Akula Ikshanam means Ashru Purna Kulekshanam. Okay? Ashru Purna Akula Ikshanam. There's the 4 words that have been combined to get this word. Okay? Ashru Purna Kulekshanam.
Ashupurnakulekshanam. Ashupurnakulekshanam.
Antata Kripaya Vishtam. Ashru Purna Kulekshanam.
Tantata Kripaya Vishtam. Ashupurnakulekshanam. Tantata Kripaya Vishtam. Ashupurnakulekshanam.
Good. Next.
Gurumurti Mahodaya.
Mahadev, Namaste Mahadev.
Namaste. Vishidantam.
Vishidantam. Vishidantam.
Idam.
Idam. Idam.
Vishidantamidam.
Vishidantamidam. Vishidantamidam.
Vakyam.
Vakyam. Vakyam.
Vishidantamidau Vakyam.
Vishidantamidau Vakyam. Vishidantamidau Vakyam.
Uvacha Madhusudanaha.
Vacha Madhusudanaha. उवाच मधुसूदनः
विषीदन्तमिदौ वाक्यम् उवाच मधुसूदनः
विषीदन्तमिदौ वाक्यम् उवाच मधुसूदनः विषीदन्तमिदौ वाक्यम् उवाच मधुसूदनः
Very good. Next.
कृष्णपावनी भगिनी
नमस्ते महोदय।
नमस्ते. नमस्ते. तन्तता कृपयाविष्टम्
तन्तता कृपयाविष्टम् अश्रुपूर्णाकुलेक्षणम् तन्तथा कृपयाविष्टम् अश्रुपूर्णाकुलेक्षणम्।
Good. Next.
मृणालिनी गोपालन् भगिनी
आं भगिनि।
विषीदन्तमिदौ वाक्यम्
विषीदन्तमिदौ वाक्यम् विषीदन्तमिदौ वाक्यम्
उवाच मधुसूदनः
उवाच मधुसूदनः उवाच मधुसूदनः
विषीदन्तमिदौ वाक्यम् उवाच मधुसूदनः
विषीदन्तमिदौ वाक्यम् उवाच मधुसूदनः विषीदन्तमिदौ वाक्यम् उवाच मधुसूदनः।
Good.
शारदा राजन् भगिनी
Yes, Bhagini.
Yeah. तन्तता कृपयाविष्टम् अश्रुपूर्णाकुलेक्षणम्
तन्तता कृपयाविष्टम् अश्रुपूर्णाकुलेक्षणम् तन्तथा कृपयाविष्टम् अश्रुपूर्णाकुलेक्षणम्।
Good. Next.
साई लक्ष्मी भगिनी
नमस्ते महोदय।
विषीदन्तमिदौ वाक्यम् उवाच मधुसूदनः
विषीदन्तमिदं वाक्यम् उवाच मधुसूदन विषीदन्तमिदं वाक्यम् उवाच मधुसूदनः।
Good. Next.
श्रीमती भगिनी
नमस्कारं
And the first line 2 times.
सञ्जय उवाच तन्तथा कृपयाविष्टम् अश्रुपूर्णाकुलेक्षणम् तन्तथा कृपयाविष्टम् अश्रुपूर्णाकुलेक्षणम्।
Next.
बीना राजा भगिनी
यस महोदय।
विषीदन्तमिदौ वाक्यम् उवाच मधुसूदनः
विषीदन्तमिदं वाक्यम् उवाच मधुसूदनः विषीदन्तमिदं वाक्यम् उवाच मधुसूदनः।
Very good. Next.
वीणा फानिश्री भगिनी
तदा कृपयाविष्टम् अश्रुपूर्णाकुलेक्षणम् तं तदा कृपयाविष्टम् अश्रुपूर्णाकुलेक्षणम्।
Okay. Next.
भारती श्रीधर भगिनी
यस भगिनी।
Yeah, chant the second line twice.
विषीदन्तमिदं वाक्यम् मुवाच मधुसूदनः विषीदन्तमिदं वाक्यम् मुवाच मधुसूदनः।
Very good. Maybe slowly you try to chant Midau Vakya because of the Sandhi rule, no? Anuswara rule. Huh? But what you chant is perfectly correct. Vishidantam idam Vakyam is perfectly fine. That Va you can put Dam Vakyam, you say Dau Vakyam. Means a Dam Vakyam, okay?
Okay, sir.
That is the Anuswara rule that you can slowly, consciously you can work on it, it will come.
Okay, sir.
Next,
Sheila Shinde Bhagini.
chant the 2 lines together once.
Okay, sir. तं तथा कृपयाभीष्टम् अश्रुपूर्णाकुलेक्षणम् विषिदन्तमिदं वाक्यम् उवाच मधुसूदनः.
Vishidantam, not Vishi, okay?
Okay.
Yeah, next.
Sharat Chavan Mahodaya.
Sanjay उवाच तं तथा कृपयाविष्टम् अश्रुपूर्णाकुलेक्षणम् विषीदन्तमिदं वाक्यम् उवाच मधुसूदनः.
Very good. Instead of Sanjay, you try to chant it as Sanjaya.
Okay.
Okay. I know this is a challenge that, some of us Hindi speaking people from many places, they have the problem.
That's all right.
Yeah, no. What I'm telling is it is a very natural thing because that is the way we have learned it. Hindi mein aisa nahi aata hai. Sanjay bolta hai isko. So even I was also having the same problem, but in Sanskrit, unless otherwise it is marked specifically, chant it fully. Sanjaya Uvacha, Sanjaya Madhusudana, like that. Okay. Thank you. Next.
Okay, sir.
Bhanureka Bhagini. Bhanureka Bhagini.
Yes.
R. Vijayalakshmi Bhagini. Okay,
I'm here,
Bhanureka has come. Bhanureka.
Sanjaya uvacha tantata kripayavishtam asrupurnakulekshanam vishidantamidam vakyam uvacha madhusudanah.
Good. We'll go to the meaning of this. So if you look at the previous chapter, the last Shloka also, it was Sanjaya. Sanjaya was telling, Sanjaya Vuvacha, Yeva Muktva Juna Sanke Rato Pastupa Vishate. So Sanjaya was telling that Arjuna just sat on the platform of the Ratha and he has just put down his bow and he has put down his arrow and he was absolutely choked with sorrow in his heart and he was not able to fight. So Sanjaya closed that also at the last Shloka of last chapter. Now the same Sanjaya is continuing now. So he says that Sanjaya is again telling Dhritarashtra that Madhusudana is now talking to Madhusudana Uvacha Tam. Tam means Sanjaya. That is Arjuna. So Madhusudana Vakyam Uvacha Tam. Tam in this case is Arjuna. What is that he was telling at that time? That Kripaya, he says how is he describing Arjuna is Kripaya Avishta Ashru Purna Akula Ikshanam. He has been identified to have, he is overwhelmed with Kripaya, that is compassion. If you look at Arjuna, he was absolutely overwhelmed with compassion. And then his eyes were swollen. Lot of Ashru means tears were coming. Purna, it means there's a lot of wells of tear was there in his eyes and it is all just flowing out of his ears. Akula Ikshana means there's also some kind of a sadness that is seen in the eyes also. Akula Ikshanam, Ashru Purna, Akula Ikshanam. The eyes were swollen, the eyes were having so much of tears, looking so sorrowful. Kripaya Avishtam, he was having compassion, absolutely overwhelmed compassion. And Vishidantam, fully sorrowful. At that time, Madhusudana told these words. That's what Sanjaya is now telling Dhritarashtra. What words he is telling, we'll be talking in the next Shloka.
Can't hear you, sir.
Yeah? Sorry? Yes, yes, Mr. Mahodaya. You could hear me now or not?
Yes, Mahodaya, we can hear you.
Yes, sir, we can hear you.
Yeah, so now if you look at that way, Arjuna has got full of compassion Eyes are swollen, eyes are pouring, totally sorrowful, and Madhusudana is telling him these vakyam. Now, if you look at that way, the first 47 slokas are something that we had in the first chapter, right? 47 slokas. The entire thing, most of the time, Arjuna was only talking and Krishna was continually listening. I don't think Krishna ever opened his mouth, except once he had indirectly taken the chariot in between the two armies, and then he told, just look at them. That's what he said. Apart from that, Krishna did not open his mouth at all. The entire first chapter, Krishna was in listening mode. That shows that anybody who wants to help somebody should first hear them out. He is in trouble, so he has got to understand the full perspective of what is the trouble that Arjuna is undergoing. So Krishna never even interfered with the flow of thoughts, flow of perspective from Arjuna. So that is one of the qualities that many of us lack. When somebody opens their mouth, immediately we jump to conclusion and we start giving, you should do that, you should do this. No, we are all very good in advising. But look at Lord Krishna here. He was just listening. Is one of the qualities. See, if you look at the entire Bhagavad Gita, there are a lot of such kinds of qualities coming up. Those kinds of qualities we have to understand and try to see if there's an opportunity for us to improve, because at the end of the day, for getting Adhyatma Vidya, there are a lot of qualities that needs to be nurtured and practiced, which alone will help us in terms of apprehending the real knowledge. So this is a one quality. Krishna was hearing fully. He was trying to understand the full perspective from Arjuna's side. He did not interfere. He allowed Arjuna to talk. He has talked his mind. Arjuna has talked his mind. And Krishna did not interfere at all. And even when he told, take my ratha in between the two armies, Krishna silently took this thing. He did not even interfere. He said, he didn't even ask the question, why do you want me to take the things in between? Why are you wanting to see? No, he didn't ask. He said that I have come as a charioteer, I'll do that. But he was a great listener. So that is one good quality that we need to do. We need to also observe. Other thing here is called Madhusudana. Madhusudana means, as I told you, the one who had killed the demon Madhu. Madhu also in Sanskritam has got another meaning called honey. Honey is something which is very, very dear to us. When you take some honey, we also like it. We want to have some more like that. So that is the property of Madhu. So Madhu, what Swami Dayananda Saraswati Swamiji was telling was that in this case, you also have to look at Madhu as Ahankara. Ahankara, ego that we all have, it starts feeding on us. We always want to satisfy our ego. We say, I am like that, mine, this, that. We always want to have, we are always an insatiable ego with us. So it continuously, every time we want to say mine, I. So the ego itself is comparing that to that of Madhu here. Swami Dayananda Saraswati in his lectures, he said this Madhu, you have to also understand, is Ahankara or ego. Like Madhusudana was destroying the demon Madhu. Here, Lord Krishna as a guru is going to destroy the ego, Ahankara. Ahankara is one of the biggest challenges that one has in terms of his realization. I do not want to jump the guns. And when you start looking at Vedanta, they start looking at what is individual, why individuals are like this. Individuals are consciousness plus ego is an individual. Otherwise, the consciousness is pure consciousness, which every one of us have. Pure consciousness plus Ahankara becomes the Jivatma, which we are. So if only when you take away the ego, we will never be able to understand who we are. I just wanted to bring in this concept also. Just think about it. We will have a lot of things that will come later in terms of ego. Ego is the biggest stumbling block for everybody in terms of coming to terms with what it is. In even real life interactions, ego is the real problem that we have in interacting with people. It is not only with the external world. Ego is going to be playing a havoc. Ego can play a very, very big havoc in terms of understanding your own self. So here, Lord Krishna is identified to be the Guru. Madhusudana means he is also going to be the Guru who is going to help us in terms of killing the Ahankara which we all have in ourselves. And only by killing the Ahankara, we will be able to see what we are. Otherwise, we will not know who we are. Okay. Next.
Meena Prakash Bhagini. Meena Prakash Bhagini.
Same verses, ma'am.
No, we'll go to next.
Please wait.
Next one. Shri Bhagavan Uvacha
श्रीभगवानुवाच श्रीभगवानुवाच
कुतस्त्वा कश्मलमिदम्
कुतस्त्वा कश्मलमिदम् कुतस्त्वा कश्मलमिदम्
विषमे समुपस्थितम्
विषमे समुपस्थितम् विषमे समुपस्थितम्
कुतस्त्वा कश्मलमिदम् विषमे समुपस्थितम्
कुतस्त्वा कश्मलमिदम् विषमे समुपस्थितम् कुतस्त्वा कश्मलमिदम् विषमे समुपस्थितम्
Good. Next, please.
Anupama Bhatt Bhagini.
महोदय
अनार्य
अनार्य अनार्य
जुष्टं
जुष्टं जुष्टम्
अनार्य जुष्टं
अनार्य जुष्टम् अनार्य जुष्टम्
अस्वर्ग्यम्
अस्वर्ग्यम् अस्वर्ग्यम्
अनार्य जुष्टमस्वर्ग्यम्
अनार्य जुष्टमस्वर्ग्यम् अनार्य जुष्टमस्वर्ग अनार्य जुष्टमस्वर्ग्यम्
अनार्य जुष्टम aswargyam. Swargyam is getting into heavenly kind of thing. Aswargyam is not going to get you swarga. Aswargyam. Swarga aswargyam.
अनार्य अनार्य जुष्टम् अस्वर्ग्यम्
So you can carry
अनार्य जुष्टम् अस्वर्ग्यम्
that im, you know, im and a you make it as ma. Anaya jushtam aswargyam.
अनार्य जुष्टमस्वर्ग्यम्
Correct.
अनार्य जुष्टमस्वर्ग्यम्
Akirti
अकीर्ति अकीर्ति
karam.
करम करम
Akirtikaram.
अकीर्तिकरम अकीर्तिकरम
Arjuna.
अर्जुन अर्जुन
Akirtikaram Arjuna.
अकीर्तिकरम अर्जुन अकीर्तिकरम अर्जुन
Anarya jushtamasvargyam. Akirtikaram Arjuna.
अनार्यजुष्टमस्वर्ग्यम् अकीर्तिकरम् अर्जुन अनार्यजुष्टमस्वर्गम् अकीर्तिकरम् अर्जुन
Good. It's not swargam, swargyam.
स्वर्ग्यम्
Yeah, is there, not swargyam.
अनार्यजुष्टमस्वर्ग्यम्
Correct.
अनार्यजुष्टमस्वर्ग्यम्
Right.
अकीर्तिकरम् अर्जुन
Correct. Next.
Leena Mehuldama Bhagini.
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah. Kutastva kashmalamidam.
कुतस्त्वाकश्मलमिदम् कुतस्त्वाकश्मलमिदम्
Vishame samupastitam.
विषमे समुपस्थितम् विषमे समुपस्थितम्
Kutastva kashmalamidam. Vishame samupastitam.
कुतस्त्वाकश्मलमिदम् विषमे समुपस्थितम् कुतस्त्वाकश्मलमिदम् विषमे समुपस्थितम्
Good. Next.
Lalita Ramachandran Bhagini.
Yes, Mahoday.
Yeah. Anarya jushtamasvargyam.
अनार्यजुष्टमस्वर्ग्यम् अनार्यजुष्टमस्वर्ग्यम्
akirtikaram
अकीर्तिकरमर्जुन अकीर्तिकरमर्जुन
anaryajushtamasvargyam akirtikaram
अनार्यजुष्टमस्वर्ग्यम् अकीर्तिकरमर्जुन अनार्यजुष्टमस्वर्ग्यम् अकीर्तिकरमर्जुन
kirti, you don't make the dirgha. Akirtikaram Arjuna, not Akirtikaram Arjuna. Akirtikaram Arjuna.
अनार्यजुष्टमस्वर्ग्यम् अकीर्तिकरमर्जुन
Good.
PV Revati Bhagini.
Yes, ma'am.
Kutastvakashmalamidam vishame samupastitam.
कुतस्त्वाकश्मलमिदं विषमे समुपस्थितं कुतस्त्वाकश्मलमिदं विषमे समुपस्थितम्.
Hey, good. You chanted well, but still the aksharas, no, it is not kudastva, kutastva, kutha.
कुतस्त्वा
Kuta. Yeah. Similarly, not samupastitam, samupastitam. Pa.
One more time I will tell, sir.
Yeah, slowly.
कुतस्त्वाकस्मलमिदं विषमे समुपस्थितम् अनार्यजुष्टम्.
Hold on. You only chant what is required to be chanted. Samupastitam. Samupastitam. You are again telling samupastitam.
I tell, sir. Okay.
Again chant the first line. Samupastitam kutastva. Properly chant the first
line. Kutastva samupastitam. Okay.
Chant the full line slowly.
Okay. Kutastva kasmalamitam vishame samupastitam. Okay. One more time, I'll tell, sir.
It's okay, but you are still not okay. You are still again like ba. You please listen to other people's chanting and chant also along with them in mute, and you'll be able to get it. Okay.
Shanti Bhagini.
कुतस्त्वाकश्मलमिदं विषमे समुपस्थितं कुतस्त्वाकश्मलमिदं विषमे समुपस्थितं.
Very good. Next.
Rajeshwari Shivashankar Bhagini.
Three SR ஐயா. ஸ்ரீ பகவான் வாச்சன்னு சொல்றோமோ, அதுக்கு ஸ்பெல்லிங் வந்து SR ஐயா. ஸ்ரீக்கு
SHRI.
ஓகே, தேங்க்யூ சார்.
இது நீங்க பார்த்தா க்ஷாவோட இந்த ஸ்ரீ போட்டுக்கோ இல்லையா? ஸ்ரீ ராமஜெயம் ஸ்ரீ பகவான் உவாச்ச.
ஃபர்ஸ்ட் லைனா செகண்ட் லைனா சார்?
செகண்ட் லைன். அநாஜுஷ்டமஸ்வர்க்யம் அகீர்த்திகரம் அர்ஜுன.
அநார்யஜுஷ்டமஸ்வர்க்யம் அகீர்த்திகரம் அர்ஜுன. அநார்யஜுஷ்டமஸ்வர்க்யம் அகீர்த்திகரம் அர்ஜுன.
Very good. Next.
K Lalita Bhagini.
Yes, sir.
Can you chant the two lines slowly once?
Shri Bhagavan Uvacha Kutastvakasmalamidam Vishame Samupasthitam Anaryajushta Masvargyam Akirtikaram Arjuna.
Very good. Next.
R Vijayalakshmi Bhagini.
Namaste Mahodaya.
Namaste. Chant the entire thing once.
Shri.Balasubramanian Kutastwakashmalamidam Vishame Samupasthitam Anaryajushthamasvagyam Akirtikaram Arjuna.
One more person.
Kashmira Bhagini.
Yes. Shri.Bhagavan Kutastwakashmalamidam विषमे समुपस्थितम् अनार्यजुष्टमस्वर्ग्यम् अकीर्तिकरमर्जुना.
Good. So we'll go to the meaning of this shloka. Now Bhagavan says, what does he say? Kutaha tva kashmalam idam. Kutaha, from where, tva, to you, kashmalam idam. Here, this kind of despair. Vishame. Vishame means at the crisis hour has come to you. He's asking, from where did you get this kind of despair at this point in time? Because at the war front, he is going to fight. He is got supposed to fight. He has got to be bold and taking steps. Before the war, if he had taken some kind of time to think like this and then discuss with Krishna, etc., it would have been better. Before the war also, if there was still a need for some more discussion with Dhritarashtra's and Duryodanas, that how to prevent the war, how we can come to a compromise. At that point in time, if we had discussed and thought about it, is fine. But now he is telling, from where did you get all these kind of despair? At what time and at what place you got? This is not the right place for you to get this kind of thought process. And he was also telling that Krishna was not giving compassionate feeling now. He is not telling, oh Arjuna, what you say is right. Okay, I understand your point. No, he doesn't even recognize any of Arjuna's despair. He straight away says, where the hell you have got this kind of thought process coming into you at this particular point in time when we are standing in the war front? That is the way he starts talking. Kutastva kashpalavidam vashamyatmapasthitam. He is not getting, okay, Arjuna, I understand, don't worry, he never did that. So this is also another important thing. Whenever we are going to be dealing with somebody, we have to be dealing with certain kinds of, you need to take care. At the same time, you have to be very firm and direct. So he was not budging now. He says, where the hell you got this kind of thought process coming at this time, Arjuna? Why you are getting despair like this? And then he says, Anarya Justam. Arya means anybody who is being straightforward, forthright, who knows what is to be done, when it is to be done, and he does that. He is called an Arya. So an Arya is a person who does what is right, what is to be done where, when it has to be done. All those things, if he can do it, a forthright, straightforward person is called an Arya. So he says, you are become an Anarya. Yeah. Why have you become Anarya Justam? Why have you become Anarya now? And whatever you say now, this is going to be the behavior of you. It is not going to give you any heaven. Because your responsibility is Rajya Paripalanam and taking care of people. And by the act of what you are doing now, you will not get any, even you will not be able to go to the heaven. When he said that, when you cannot go to the heaven or Swarga, then he thought Arjuna might immediately tell, okay, it doesn't matter, I'll go to hell only, no problem. He may also tell that. He knows Krishna knew that. This fellow will again say, no problem, let me go to hell only. Then he immediately he said, Akirti Karam. You will not only go to hell, but Akirti. You will also lose all your fame. They will say Arjuna was such a great warrior of archery and all. Till such time the first bow was fired in the war. Till such time he was the greatest warrior. That is the way the whole world will talk about you. Akirti Karam is not going to add to your fame. They will all only talk ill about you. One person will come and tell that Arjuna came along with Lord Krishna in between the two places. He just looked at my eyes. One small fellow will tell. He looked at my eyes and then he got fear and then he wanted to run away. Even those kinds of jokers will make a joke on you. And even when you go to Rishikesh and sit down there, this is all I'm giving stories of what my Guru Dayananda Saraswati Swamiji used to give in his lectures. He said, if you go and sit in Rishikesh, then everybody will say, this is Arjuna, who was the great warrior who ran away from the war. That is the way they are going to talk about it. So for Akirti, the fame, this is the way you are going, your fame will be lost. You are such a great warrior, such a brave person, but at the end of the day, getting into this kind of despair in this war front, whatever has come to you is not in line with your Aryan capabilities. It will not give you heaven, and it is also not going to give you fame. It is going to only provide you with ill fame. Akirti Karam Arjuna. So Krishna is not budging to Arjuna's tears and all those things. He is getting more firm with Arjuna at this point in time. Okay?
Hariharan Mahodaya.
Hari Om, sir.
Hari Om. Klaibyam. Ma.
Sma.
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 गमः
गमः गमः
क्लैब्यं मास्मगमः
क्लैब्यं मा क्लैब्यं मा गमः
पार्थ
पार्थ पार्थ
न एतत्
न एतत् न एतत्
न एतत् one second उपपद्यते
उपपस्त्यते उपपस्त्यते
न एतत् उपपद्यते
न एतत् उपपद्यते
that becomes नैतत् वैयुपपद्यते
नैतत् उपपद्यते नैतत्
वैयुपपद्यते
नैतत् त्वयि उपपद्यते
नैतत् वैयुपपद्यते
त्वयि उपपद्यते नैतत् त्वयि उपपद्यते
क्लैब्यं मास्मगमः पार्थ
क्लैब्यं मास्मगमः पार्थ क्लैब्यं मास्मगमः पार्थ
नैतत् वैयुपपद्यते
नैतत् त्वयि उपपद्यते नैतत् त्वयि उपपद्यते
क्लैब्यं मास्मगमः पार्थ नैतत् वैयुपपद्यते
क्लैब्यं मास्मगमः पार्थ नैतत् त्वयि उपपद्यते क्लैब्यं मास्मगमः पार्थ नैतत् त्वयि उपपद्यते
Next.
BV Lakshmi Bagini.
Yes, Bhagini.
क्षुद्रं
Kudram,
क्षुद्रं
Kshudram, Kshudram,
हृदय
Hridaya,
दौर्बल्यं
Daurbalyam,
क्षुद्रं हृदय दौर्बल्यं
Shudram, Hridaya Daurbalyam, Shudram, Hridaya Daurbalyam,
त्यक्त
Tyakta,
उत्तिष्ठ
Uttishta,
त्यक्तोत्तिष्ठ
Tyaktyottishta,
त्यक्त उत्तिष्ठ त्यक्तोत्तिष्ठ
Tyaktyottishta,
त्यक्त ओत्तिष्ठ त्यक्तोत्तिष्ठ
Tyaktyottishta,
परन्तप
Parantapa,
रुद्रं हृदय दौर्बल्यं
Kshudram, Hridaya Daurbalyam, Kshudram, Hridaya Daurbalyam,
त्यक्तोत्तिष्ठ परन्तप
Tyaktyottishta Parantapa, Tyaktyottishta Parantapa,
क्षुद्रं हृदय दौर्बल्यं त्यक्तोत्तिष्ठ परन्तप
Kshudram, Hridaya Daurbalyam, Tyaktyottishta Parantapa, Kshudram, Hridaya Daurbalyam, Tyaktyottishta Parantapa.
Good. Next.
Usha Srinivasan Bagini.
नमस्ते महोदय
क्लैब्यं मास्मगमः पार्थ
क्लेब्यं मास्मगमः पार्थ क्लेब्यं मास्मगमः पार्थ
नैतद्वैयुपपद्यते
नैतत्त्वय्युपपद्यते नैतत्त्वय्युपपद्यते
क्लैब्यं मास्मगमः पार्थ नैतद्वैयुपपद्यते
क्लैब्यं मास्मगमः पार्थ नैतत्त्वय्युपपद्यते नैतत्त्वयुपपद्यते क्लैब्यं मास्मगमः पार्थ नैतत्त्वयुपपद्यते.
Next.
Sri Lakshmi HR Bagini.
नमस्ते महोदय.
क्षुद्रं हृदय दौर्बल्यम्.
क्षुद्रं हृदयदौर्बल्यम्. क्षुद्रं हृदयदौर्बल्यम्.
त्यक्त्वोत्तिष्ठ परन्तप.
त्यक्तोत्तिष्ठ परन्तप. त्यक्तोत्तिष्ठ परन्तप.
Good. क्षुद्रं हृदय दौर्बल्यम् त्यक्त्वोत्तिष्ठ परन्तप.
क्षुद्रं हृदयदौर्बल्यम्. त्यक्तोत्तिष्ठ परन्तप. क्षुद्रं हृदयदौर्बल्यम्. त्यक्तोत्तिष्ठ परन्तप.
Next.
Sharada Rajan Bagini.
Yes, Bhagini.
Yeah. क्लैब्यं मास्मगमः पार्थ नैतत्त्वयुपपद्यते.
क्लैब्यं मास्मगमः पार्थ नैतत्त्वय्युपपद्यते. क्लैब्यं मास्मगमः पार्थ नैतत्त्वय्युपपद्यते.
Next.
Bharati Sridhar Bagini.
Yes, Bhagini.
Yeah. क्षुद्रं हृदय दौर्बल्यं त्यक्त्वोत्तिष्ठ परन्तप.
क्षुद्रं हृदय दौर्बल्यं त्यक्तोत्तिष्ठ परन्तप. क्षुद्रं हृदय दौर्बल्यं त्यक्तोत्तिष्ठ परन्तप.
Good. Next.
Rajalakshmi Bagini.
I'll chant the two lines slowly and you repeat it once. Klaibyam masmagamah partha naitattvayupapadyate kshudram hridaya daurbalyam tyaktvottishta parantapa.
क्लैब्यं मास्मगमः पार्थ नैतत्त्वयुपपद्यते. क्षुद्रं हृदय दौर्बल्यं त्यक्त्वोत्तिष्ठ परन्तप.
Next.
Gurumurthy Mahodaya.
Chant the two lines slowly once.
क्लैब्यं मास्मगमः पार्थ नैत्वयुपपद्यते.
No. Na etat. Etat means this. Na etat. Okay. Upapadyate. Tvayi upapadyate. Tvayi means for you. Tvayi upapadyate. Na etat tvayi upapadyate.
न एतत् त्वयि उपपद्यते.
त्वयि उपपद्यते न एतत् त्वयि नैतत् त्वयि उपपद्यते न एतत् त्वयि उपपद्यते.
नैतत् उपपद्यते.
त्वयि उपपद्यते.
नैतत् त्वयि उपपद्यते.
न एतत्
एतत्
that is नैतत्.
नैतत्
न एतत् नैतत्.
नैतत् न एतत् नैतत्.
नैतत्. Then त्वयि. त्वयि. Okay. Then उपपद्यते.
Then उपपद्यते.
त्वयि उपपद्यते. त्वयि उपपद्यते.
त्वयि उपपद्यते. त्वयि उपपद्यते.
त्वयि उपपद्यते. त्वयि उपपद्यते. न एतत् त्वयि उपपद्यते. नैतत् त्वयि उपपद्यते.
नैतत् त्वयि उपपद्यते.
Correct.
नैतत् त्वयि उपपद्यते.
Perfect. Yes.
क्लैब्यं मास्मगमः पार्थ नैतत् त्वयि उपपद्यते. क्षुद्रं हृदयो दौर्बल्यं त्यक्तोत्तिष्ठ परन्तप.
हृदय दौर्बल्यम.
हृदय दौर्बल्यम.
Daurbalyam is weakness of heart. Hridaya Daurbalyam. Hridaya Daurbalyam.
Hridaya Daurbalyam. Hridaya Daurbalyam. Shudram Hridaya Daurbalyam. Tyaktotishta Parantaba.
Okay, next please.
Meena Prakash Bagini. Meena Prakash Bagini. Rajeshwari Shivashankar Bagini.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Can you chant the 2 lines slowly?
Yes, sir. Klaipyam asmagamah partha naitatat vapyupapattade shutram hridaya daurbalyam tyaktavoddishtha parantapa.
Okay. I think there is some difficulty in chanting this. Naitat vai upapadyate.
Naitya vai upapadyate.
I think most of you have got challenge in this. I'll tell you. Etad means this. Etad this. Tvayi means you. Okay. Na etat tvayi means this is not for you. Na etat tvayi. Naitat tvayi. Okay. Naitat tvayi. Na etat tvayi. Naitat tvayi. Okay. Na etat tvayi. Naitat tvayi. Upapadyate. Upapadyate means it does not suit you. Na etat tvayi upapadyate. It does not suit you. It is not the right thing for you to do. So, naitat vai upapadyate. Na etat tvayi upapadyate. Naitat vai upapadyate.
Naitat vai upapadyate.
Perfect. Yes. So I think all of you have some of you have difficulties. Look at it as 4 words. Na etat naitat tvayi upapadyate tvai upapadyate naitat tvai upapadyate. That is very
naitat tvai upapadyate.
That's it. Yeah. So we'll now maybe we'll take this one tomorrow also and run to the class because there are some challenges. I'll only just take, I think we almost time now to close. Maybe we'll again start from this Shloka only tomorrow. Okay. Om Purnamadah Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadhaya Purnameva Vashishyate Om Shanti 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 Shri Gurubhyo Namaha Harihi Om Om Yadakshara Pada Prashtam Matra Hinam Tayat Bhavete Tatsarvam Shamyatam Deva Narayana Namostade Visarga Bindu Matrani Padapadakshirani Cha Nyunani Chatirikhtani Kshamaspa Purushottama Anyata Sharanam Nasti Tvameva Sharanam Mama Tasmat Karunya Bhavena Raksha Raksha Janardana Raksha Raksha Janardana Raksha Raksha Janardana Harihi Om Shri Gurubhyo Namaha Harihi Om